everyone! It's going to be a quick video this week because things are crazy right now. More Harmony are fully into their festive season of sing-outs. So I am away most weekends. I am super busy singing in various places and trying to keep my jazz hands on, which hasn't exactly been easy recently because I have been going through a situation for the best part of a year. And it's not a nice one. In fact, I'm not going to go into details, but it's made this year unpleasant for a lot of the time. The situation is kind of over now, but I am left with a sort of hangover. Not that kind, where I have to deal with the fallout from that situation. And one of the things that was happening for, like I said, most of this year was that a person was going around and telling people I was something that I'm not. They were telling everyone I was picking on them and I was being really mean and I was a bitch, and I wasn't doing anything of the sort. And I'm not just saying that because this is my YouTube channel and I want everyone to think I'm lovely and nice and sweet. I'm saying it because I've asked everyone else involved in the situation and all of them have looked me in the eye and gone, do you need to ask that question? Of course you're none of those things. But it really upset me for two reasons. Number one, I was horrifically bullied when I was at secondary school, to the point where I tried, albeit half-heartedly, to take my own life. So bullying is something I feel really strongly anti. I never have done it to anybody. I never would do it to anybody. And to have someone say, well, you're mean, you're a horrible bully, but not to me, like behind my back to all of my friends, is really hard to take because it's not true. And the second reason it's bugged me a lot is because what do you do when someone is just going around behind your back and telling everybody that you're all these things that you're not? There's not a lot you can actually do about the situation. I sat this person down and was like, listen, when I'm trying to do my job and say things to you that maybe aren't pleasant to always hear, I try and soften it as much as I can, and I'm not saying it because I'm trying to pick on you. I'm saying it because that's part of the job that I do. And that person just whoosh, it didn't fit her narrative, so she wasn't going to listen.
No.
There's nothing else you can do besides go around everyone that this person is saying stuff about me to and be like, please don't believe it, I'm not those things. You know, you're screwed. If someone wants to say lies about you, they are going to say lies about you, and you just have to sit there and know, well, that's not true, and that's it. So I've been really down for months and months and months, and it's affected various other aspects of my life. I mean, I have gone round to Leslie's multiple times and just cried. I have considered leaving things that are a massive part of my life because I was just like, if I'm not there, this situation will suddenly stop and then I'll be free of it. But then I realized, no, I'd be really unhappy if I didn't have these certain things in my life. So why should I throw all of them away just to try and stop someone from being horrible about me? Anyway, at the end of the day, I've realized that people will say whatever they want to say, particularly if they're hurting or they're lashing out for some reason, and you don't really have any control over that. You can't tell somebody,
excuse me, you're not allowed to say those things about me because they're not true.
You can try saying that, but that person is probably not going to listen and they're probably not going to stop. And unless they are saying something that counts as slander and you have the money to sue them, or unless they are putting things in writing about you that is so awful, again, you think, I can afford a lawyer, I'm gonna do them for libel, your hands are just tied. And whilst this person did say things about me in writing that were absolutely not true, I don't have any money, so there is no lawyer to back me up. The long and short of it is that now the situation has been resolved in a way, not the way that anybody really wanted it resolved, but you know, it's come to a head and I now just have to move past it. I think the best thing that I can do is remind myself every single day if I have to, that I know who I am. I know the things that I believe in. I know the way that I act, and I know the things that I'm not. And if somebody goes around saying, Emma is this, that, and the other, and I know that's not true, I have to be strong enough to go, nope, that's a lie, and it's just going to be water off my back, because that is easier said than done when you are as sensitive as I am. I am basically a human marshmallow.
I'm just a happy little marshmallow.
Has this ever happened to you? Have you had somebody say something about you to loads of people that is just not true? Have you had a job or a voluntary position where you have had to be in a position of authority and you have tried to say, hey, this isn't right, let's work on it, and someone has just listened to you and gone, nope, it's not my problem, it's you. You're a big, horrible pig. Let me know in the comments. Please let me feel less alone. If you enjoyed this very brief catch up, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can click on my floaty head up there if you would like to subscribe, and last week's video is over there. I will talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.